Please.
Yeah, okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, my name is Jennifer Makeja. Okay, I'm the chairperson of Taiwan Chamber of Commerce, Mumbai, and also the host, a moderator of today's event. Okay, so first of all, on behalf of Taiwan Surface Finishing Association, Metal Finishers Association of India, and Association of Metal Finishers Aurangabad, and on behalf of Taiwan Chamber of Commerce, Mumbai, and our co-organizer, ITRI. I'm here to welcome and thank you all for joining us today. And very beginning, I would like to congratulate to the MOU signing between Taiwan Association and our India both associations. And I believe indeed, actually, MOU signing is indeed a very good initiative of, exploring the possibilities and areas of collaboration in the near future between Taiwan and India. And today's event is just the beginning of knowing each other. And further, I believe there will be many opportunities of collaboration, of course, as well as like a B2B meeting as well. And I am settled down here in Bombay since 2004. So I've been the representative of Taiwan business community in India. I did witness the, you can say, India's big progress and development. And I do have confidence and look forward to the positive and closer collaboration between Taiwan and India Association, especially in this surface finishing and metal finishing fields. And of course, finally, I would like to say we, Taiwan Chamber of Commerce, Bombay, Taiwan business community here, we will always be the support for you all association here in Bombay. Yeah, so my remarks will be here. And now I would like to invite our first keynote address speaker, the chairman of Taiwan Surface Finishing Association, Chairman Xu Dongzhen, to give us the keynotes. 那个徐理事长，你可以开始说了。
你好，郑会长。现在我自
你的声音听不到你的声音。
有听到吗
？Yes, yes. 你可以说。I will be translating for his speaking. He will be speaking Chinese. I'll be translating between. Yeah? Okay. 好，你可以开始。
好。你要帮我翻译还是怎样？
对，你说一句，就是照这个稿子，你讲中文，我就会翻英文。
好。那个孟买台商会的曾会长，印度全国表面处理协会的苏尼尔戈尔会长，还有印度奥兰卡巴表面处理协会的桑杰库尔卡尼会长，还有各位印度及台湾表面处理产业先进。大家好。
Okay, what he's saying is, hello, every surface finishing industry friend from Taiwan and India. Good afternoon. 好。
Good afternoon.
近年发展迅速，位居全球第2大人口国。因为因应中美贸易战和新冠肺炎疫情影响，世界各国已视印度为中国之后第一个成长空间最大的市场。
还有一句要讲吗？同时那个
好，同时也是国际大厂供应链移转的新目标。
Okay, what he says is India has the second largest population in the world and booming economy in recent years. Many countries think India will be the next huge growing market and new destination for supply chain relocation due to the US-China trade war and COVID-19 pandemic.
我们政府也推动以印太地区经济走向政策，积极推动产业结盟、企业合作开发、创新数位制造等合作。
这一段，那个 Bruce 这一段你这个里面没有我照着讲可以吗？
没有关系，好，那我
没有准备那个。
那我在台湾及印度双边表面处理工会已于2021年10月缔结友好合作。继去年的技术研讨会后，本次为台印首次办理商务交流会。本次会议也很开心邀请到远见化工股份有限公司以及易度企业股份有限公司来进行分享。
Okay, what he said this part is, it is the first time that Taiwan and India Surface Finishing Association hold business exchange meeting today by the collaboration MOU signed last October. It is also his pleasure to invite HLHC Industry Collaboration and EI Dorado Collaboration from Taiwan. 下一段。
远见化工股份有限公司是化学镉表面处理药水的最佳领导品牌供应商，目前已进军印度提供服务，而易度企业股份有限公司在电镀设备之设计，除考虑制成之高良率、高效，同时也纳入节水、减费及员工安全的功能，是台湾少数同时荣获经济部工业局及劳动部职业安全卫生署奖项之厂商。
Okay, this part he was mentioning, HLSC Industry Collaboration is the leading supplier of electroless nickel chemicals and now to India market. EI Dorado Corporation not only has excellent quality and design on electroplating and anodized treatment equipment, but also won the prizes in water saving, waste reducing, and employee safety from government in Taiwan.
其透过本次的商务交流，能深化台湾与印度双方合作与拓展商务的机会，在全球市场局势再度转变的情况下，能再创新局。
And he looked forward to building good relationship and opportunity between Taiwan and India while today's business exchange meeting.
最后，祝大家身体健康，事业俊发，宏图大展。谢谢。
And finally, he wishes everyone stay healthy and prosperity in business. Thank you very much. Yeah, that is what his remarks today. So, yeah, so thank you, 谢谢徐理事长。
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So now, next, I would like to invite our next keynote address speaker. Let me invite our Metal Finishers Association of India President, Mr. Suni Golev. Sir, you can start. Yeah.
Good morning. Len Ho. Ni hao. To my Taiwanese friends.
Good.
Respected Chairperson, TCCM Taiwan Chamber of Commerce, Ms. Jennifer Maklesha, TSFA Chairman, Mr. Su Tung Chan, our Aurangabad President, AMFA President, Mr. Darshan Somani, all colleagues of MFI from the Council, our Managing Trustee, Mr. Madhav Singh, Mr. Amit Agrawal. I would like to welcome all of you here in the first business meet with Taiwan Surface Finishing Association. As Mr. Su has mentioned that we have signed and mutual agreement with them. We are also pleased, very pleased to have association with them, and to increase association we always look for. Let's talk today what we are going to speak. Friends, India is being looked upon as the next investment hub due to China facing an outburst of pandemic coronavirus and in general due to their policies, while Russia engaged in cruel battle with Ukraine. In spite of global unstable situation, India is in stable situation. Our government at center is very rock stable. Unlimited opportunities, excellent infrastructure and conducive work atmosphere make India best choice today. Friends, we trade a lot with China, but India is also exploring options that can be replaced by China in terms of raw material supply and technology transfer. In India, we do lot of jewelry plating, gold plating, which have aesthetic value and means to plate. We look forward means to plate cheapest possible cost and best presentability. We do lot of electroplating in India, so we look further how we can get better ways, or how we can exchange with Taiwan, how India can increase the aesthetic look, how we can increase the quality. We look forward. We are also looking for treat wastewater generally during the plating process in an efficient manner. Indian metal finishing industry look forward for the technology for ETP plants with zero discharge for small electroplaters. In near future, friends, for our members, we are going to have a certificate course in first week of June. Already members, we have started getting applications, enrolling the students. This course will be of 6 days and will be headed by our technical head, Mr. Jayesh Shah. He is there also. This is to educate our local electroplaters, the people who want to make their career in electroplating. So we are going to have a course in just in June 2022, first week of June. Friends, another thing I want to announce that in 2024, we are planning to organize ISF, that is Surface Finishing Exhibition and Conference. We are looking forward in various cities of India. Our teams are working. We are exploring Delhi and China. Still, we have not finalized the venue, but mostly we will be doing either Delhi, either Chennai. So I take this opportunity to request my friend to attend this exhibition, participate this exhibition and conference, and make maximum use of that. Even not participate, they should be part of this exhibition as a partner. I call upon our chairperson from TSFA to be part of this exhibition. This will be organized in first quarter of 2024. Today, I take the opportunity to welcome our 4 speakers, 2 from India, 2 from Taiwan, Mr. Suresh from Mumbai, Mr. Anil Patil, and 1 from Taiwan is Mr. Ensu, and another is Mr. Ming. So I would like to thank them for coming forward and giving a technical, who are going to give technical talk. I am just welcoming them and giving a thanks from MFI, all the council members. That's all from my side. Thank you, friends. Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you. Sunil sir, please do share your information about the exhibition of 2024. I'll also invite Taiwan companies, I mean, our association. I can welcome them to join, or like at least to see, visit the exhibition as well. Yeah.
When we will finalize, we will share with you all the things. We don't mind Taiwan Association becoming partner to that. I will discuss with my counterparts in our council, managing trustee, Mr. Madhav Singh, our Amin Saab, and Amit Agrawal. We will decide, but I look forward this opportunity to be them as a partner in our exhibition.
Yes,
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. So let's move on to the next keynote speaker. Let's welcome the the Association of Metal Finishers Aurangabad President, Mr. Darshan Somani. Darshan sir, can you speak? Are you there? I think it was there. Yeah.
Hello, myself Darshan Somani.
Yes.
Chairman of Aurangabad Metal Association.
Would you like to
Director of PMS Enterprises.
Would you like to
I am very thankful to all the members of organizing committee of both countries on behalf of Aurangabad Metal Finishers Association.
please switch on your video.
It's a great pleasure to meet, third time to promote and develop our members for their activities in the field of all types of electroplating. At present, we have 45 active members in our association of metal finishers. We are contributing the major role in the manufacturing and export of various products and electroplating activities have a major role. Aurangabad industrial area, known as a major manufacturer of automobile and home appliances. We have an excellent facility of production of various product categories and electroplating facilities. We are maintaining excellent quality and consideration of environment protection. In view of environment protection, we have Central Effluent Treatment Plant CETP to provide facility to treat water and recycle for the reuse. We have taken good initiative to develop environment protection by way of tree plantation in industrial area and nearby rural area through our association. We are ready to welcome all opportunities for electroplating activities with assurance of quality and environment protection, quantity and delivery. We thank to all members of organizing committee for this conference. We also hope and expect best cooperation in future. Thanking you.
Okay, so, okay, sorry, you're finished, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, I just want, thank you so much, sir. Actually, I would just want to share a little bit about my experience. I have just recently, I think last month only, and I have gone Aurangabad with MIDC group. I think Sanjay sir know. I have gone with MIDC, have organized. It's a very wonderful trip to visit Aurangabad, and MIDC has showed the very positive of the area, which is considered as the government has said as a first smart city in India. They put on this way. So it's my first time to visit Aurangabad, and it was a very nice city, and it's a very nice industrial area, and very positive, I would say, for the near future. Yeah. And of course, near future, I would like to take all the Taiwanese company, I mean, our business community in Bombay would take a trip to visit Aurangabad. That time I will, of course, ask Sanjay sir to maybe call up your Aurangabad members to meet up. Yeah? Okay.
At your
Yeah,
service,
yeah.
madam.
Yeah, okay.
Around 8,000 acres.
Yes, it's a very nice industrial area. Yeah. Okay, so let's waste no more time. Let's start today's topics. Okay, so let me invite the first speaker, and the topic is chemicals of electroless nickel, presented by HLHC Industry Corporation, Mr. Ian Su, manager. 你可以开始。Yeah.
Today and namaste, everyone. The metal finish enterprise from India and from Taiwan. It is my pleasure to present you our company profile and our product, the electroless nickel. And I have a chance to introduce that here. So first, I have to thanks Chairman Mr. Shri, TSFA, and President Suni MFAI, President Darshan AMFA, also Jennifer TCCM ITRI. Okay. So here I will show our presentation. I prepared that. Okay, here. Okay. I will start from introduce about our company HLHC and our corporate partner McCann, and also introduce our co-value and our co-product. That's only one, electroless nickel. We are established.
One second, 你要不要放全荧幕啊？ Can you put a full screen? Will you be able to do that? Make a full screen. 可以放全荧幕吗？
显示在全荧幕。对。
Later.
这样好一点。OK。
We HLC, we are established since 1988 in Taiwan. From that, we are specialized in metal finish and its special chemical, especially for electrode nickel. Then we are starting from be a representative with ONG and ONG Federation. Yeah, Federation was merged by ONG, and now since 2000, we start to collaborate with McCann USA. McCann, they are some people. This enterprise they have very good electrode nickel formula, and they need cooperate with us as an agent or as an engineer, as a sales to explain our service network. So we start cooperate more than 20 years. And we start from the HDD industry. The HDD parts, they need to coat by electrode nickel. And we start our electrode nickel service and technology. So now we are qualified supplier of electrode nickel to Seagate, WD, and Toshiba, the major three of the global HDD business buyer. Yeah, and now from recently 2017, we start our PCB work. Now we're responsible for one of the PCB final finish, the electrode nickel immersion gold, and start to service the biggest LCD PCB manufacturer, TPT. And now we are very pleased become the global electrode nickel plating supplier by QY Research, according to their report. So with our close partner, we start and expand our service network. You can see in Europe, in the US, we have representative and the sales and the service our PCB electrode nickel. In Asia, we start from Taiwan. We have a factory, and we also have an office and factory in China, and start with our partner in Thailand, Vietnam, and Malaysia. Especially in India, we started India business since probably the late of the 2021. Yeah, you know, because everybody know in the past months there are very, very high increasing, very sharp increasing in every raw material. So we have a chance to contact India and supply our nickel and provide our service to India. So in HDD and general metal finish industry, we have successful with our customer in China, Malaysia, Taiwan, and Thailand. Also, in PCB industry, we also have some good relationship between our customer, especially in TPT group in Taiwan and China. They are the world biggest PCB manufacturer to LED, LCD, TV. Yeah, and also US and Germany, they also use our PCB electrode nickel. So we mentioned about many times electrode nickel. Yeah, we only focus on electrode nickel. By the application, you want a general metal finish, you want to do the HDD, the components or MID module interconnect device PCB. We provide not only the electrode nickel, but also the pre or post treatment chemical. And if really, yeah, in some of the country they really need the support of equipment, we also can provide a nickel controller, dosing system, filtration system, and probably customize the equipment for their equipment. And here, I will introduce our core valve. What is our soul to our electrode nickel? Yeah. In one sentence to explain the HLHC is that we customize your chemical, especially we customize your electrolysis nickel. Yeah, so we are very expertise in electrolysis nickel, so we can offer all your demand. Yeah, basically low fast, medium fast, high fast, that's fine. For other special application, you need a nickel boron or PTFE composite deposition. That's fine. Okay. For environment policy, somebody need a rules compliant. That's okay. Furthermore, lead-free or cat-free, we can supply that. And if some customer they care about Europe's very high constant substance, antimony-free, we also can give you that. And some customer probably they don't want any metal or any impurity except nickel and phosphorus. Okay, we can present that the all organic metallic stabilizer free exhaust nickel. And also, if your application is you have a special application or a special requirement to production, we can also customize nickel for your Unico enterprise. Barrier plating is okay. Real-to-real plating by exhaust nickel, we do that. If your component or your parts is heterogeneous with stainless steel, aluminum alloys, or your component is the stainless steel or iron, we can provide the good actual nickel for that. If you don't want to use the ammonia, you just want to use the soda, okay, we can fine tune for you. If you do the nickel, exhaust nickel on the aluminum heat spreader, they need a rapid brighten. We also can do that. So based on that, we can customize to satisfy customers' requirement. That's why we can service some good or the leading enterprise in the world, such as the SZS. They are a key component supplier of Apple iMac, CFTC. They supply a lot of HDD components to the world HDD application and also Tesla's component. Emerson, their classic product fuel side, they need our we support the chemical to their Thailand factory and China factory to satisfy their exhaust nickel requirement on the fuel side. Also the Zikrota, the Japanese business group, they also provide some component and HDD component. And besides, we are focused and dedicated to solve your issue. We provide a technical service to your production and also application, such as we reduce some cosmetic issue for the customer. They are also what I list on the presentation is what we done for the customer before. Yeah, we by tuning the pre-treatment to reduce customers' cosmetic issue, and we recommend a good post-treatment to help customer to remove his solder issue because his component is outside after the post-treatment. So we recommend a good post-treatment solve his solder problem. Also, if our lots of case, the customer they have not so good substrate, probably many defect in substrate, then we will customize the nickel to help to overcome the issue or help them to current issue to reduce possible issue caused by the substrate. You know, the poor substrate is always a problem, no matter in China, no matter in Taiwan or anywhere. And also, if another example, the PCB, it's a BEV, the battery electric vehicle case. They have poor SNT yield just 2 sigma. So we should introduce our product to increase the SNT yield from 2 sigma to almost 5 sigma by our ultra low corrosion and ink. So they have good yield, good product to supply the automated EV, the battery electric vehicle enterprise. So we are full supporting to customer. We suggest if production they are design or they are in manufacturing, we give our professional suggest, and we can point out the root cause. Probably some defect or some issue is caused by the production equipment or wrong or improper operation by engineer or staff. That's okay. We can give them the point out and give the suggest to improve the product quality. And also we can supply the controller or dosing system, discrete or integrated system, depending on what you need or your factory, your shop, the surrounding. And also customize equipment to a special process. For some customer, they need the fixed NTO to play a high quality deposition. And we do that for him. So we can pass our nickel, pass the 24-hour HCl immersion test or 22 days hydrochloride atmosphere test. That is a very high requirement to semiconductor equipment component, like asked by a small applied material or the ferrite or the ASM. And also I know here nowadays everyone, no matter in China, or in Taiwan, Thailand, Vietnam, India, US or Europe, they also ask about to save more from cost. So we can provide a special semi-product to you to save the cost. You can blend in your energy nickel chemical from matrix to save cost. The matrix is semi-product. We supply you the matrix semi-product and the necessary additives. Customer, you purchase nickel sulfate and hypophosphite yourself. Then you can, if you have good or you have proper instrument, you can start blending your chemical. You can start your mega component, A, B component, or refreshment C. If you purchase your nickel and your hypophosphite yourself, you can save the cost from chemical transporting and storage. The volume of the chemical, if we only support you the chemical, it's very difficult to transporting. Because a component that is the nickel sulfate, liquid nickel sulfate is a dangerous good, so you cannot combine with other product. For C component or D component, there is ammonia in the component, so also that's a dangerous good. For our semi-product matrix, they are all non-dangerous goods, so you can combine shipping. So it's give you the more flexible in the shipping in the ocean transportation. Also, the volume will reduce to 40% to 75%. So if we sell you the final product, the A product, B product, C product, last of product is water. So I sell you the water. The ship will shipping the water from Taiwan to India. We don't need to give our so much money to our forwarder, because that was water. Also, the world's major nickel sulfide and hypophosphate is produced in China. If we sell you the product, we buy the hypo and nickel sulfate from China into Taiwan, and we make a product and we ship it to India. That spend many tax, tariff, and many cost. If you buy direct from China, hypo and nickel phosphide, and you don't need to bear the price from Taiwan to China to Taiwan and Taiwan to India. That doesn't mean you don't need to pay lease, the cost or the waste. Also, now we have surveyed to the price with the probably local supplier, chemical supplier. Yeah, you know, as you can see in the presentation, the running cost at 6 MTO medium fast nickel. Yeah, if you purchase nickel sulfate yourself, and you can save many cost or much cost from a component. You can see the very difference of the share of the A component running cost. Yeah, so here we finally know by the semi-product matrix, we can present cost saving space to India customer. Yeah, really, that is based on the IGST and the tariff fee. That's almost 70% tariff fee if we import the plating chemical from overseas. Yeah, and also here the survey is based on the data in 2021. That time is very high price of hypophosphite. Everybody's searching the hypo. Yeah, so you can see the C component we have much higher than the supplier. But if now I think the price of hypophosphite is go slower and recover. We don't think that will go back to before COVID-19 to a very low price, but definitely when everybody or global economic recovering, the price of hypophosphate will be better and you can create more benefit from this blending your chemical matrix. Yeah. So if you have very good, very proper, or I can say very expensive instrument to blending chemical, that's good. But if you have just fit the requirement, we also can customize your matrix. We do our best to satisfy you and your electronickel in India. Yeah, so we have very flexible to make the same product that you to produce your chemical locally. With we try to more smoothly, more easy. Don't want to spend too much to buy or to purchase the instrument. So we try to create a win-win collaboration. Yeah, since foundation, we HLC focus the electronickel as our soul. So we become a leading electronickel supplier from Taiwan to the world. So with our close business partner, we are going to advancing to supply a powerful service finished worldwide by our electronickel, and we very pleasure that present you and have an opportunity to help the India enterprise increase the global electronickel plating technical and manufacturing. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you. You can see, thank you very much to ARLC's manager, Ian Su's presentation. Thank you very much. So I think later on, two together Taiwan companies, we can have after the whole event, we have keep some time for information Q&A. So our Indian association, who have any questions, you can raise your question later in the last business and opinion exchange. Okay, so let me continue to the next event. The topic is electroplating and anodized treatment equipment, presented by EI Dorado Corporation. Mr. Ling, factory manager. Yeah.
So, thank you for your introduction, Jennifer. Hi, my name is Yuming Lin, and I'm the factory manager of Eldorado. I'm honored to be invited to today's forum and have the opportunity to share with you our company and our ideas with you. Eldorado is a manufacturer of surface treatment machinery. We specialize in electric plating and anodized treatment. So our mission is to help our customers to achieve their production goals while reducing consumption and waste. The way we achieve this is by using equipments like heat pumps, heater power regulators, and high-frequency rectifiers, coupled with programming like live monitoring and production report, all to help to provide a green future for generations to come. So let's talk a little bit about our history. Eldorado was established in 1989, and we first acquired our ISO in 1998. And in the year 2002, we started a new company called S. Holy in China due to the growing demand of Chinese market. And in 2008, we have a new facility built in China. And after 30 years of waiting, we finally have a new building in 2020 in Taiwan, Taoyuan. And this year, we are looking forward to be Ryland certified. So this is our Taoyuan facility. It was just completed in the year 2020. So the land is roughly about 4,000 square meters, and our floor space is roughly about 9,000 square meters. So we have 6 people on staff and 4 CNC machines. We also have a 3D measuring equipment for accuracy, and we just received a new laser welding machine for our production floor this month. In this building, we also have a conference hall, a showroom, library, a lab, a cafe, and a gym. Now, if you go on Google, you'll find a photo of me making coffee for our guest. So once the COVID situation is better, you're welcome to come and join us and have a cup of coffee. This is our Suzhou facility. It has 3 main buildings. So there's an office building, a production building, and a dormitory. The production building and the dormitory was completed in 2006. The office building was finished at 2008. Most of our customers are based around Southeast Asia. In 2018, we have expanded our customer base to the US and Mexico. Our Taiwan team has plenty of experience working abroad and can support our customers remotely. This is a graph of our sales from 2012 till today. As you can see, a big part of our customer base is from passive components. And due to the growing demand of electric vehicles, we believe the next decade it will still remain in very high demand. Other plating such as ABS plastic, micro screws, or electric connectors are also a big part of our business. As for anodize, before 2012, it was more mobile device centric. But after 2012, due to the oversaturation of the market, we have turned our focus into aerospace. Now, soon I will show you some of our machine. And although I couldn't go into too much detail, but I hope I can let you understand what it is that we do. So this is quite a typical passive component machine that we built. And this is an open barrel design. So you can see that the tank that's quite deep, but it's not as wide. So because of that, we chose to do a single arm hoist. That way, the operators are easier to access the tank and the product inside so they can take samples. This is a Japanese customer, and they have a plant in Malaysia. As you can see, this is also a passive component machine. And this machine uses a gantry crane because of the width. And it uses a closed barrel design, so the operator does not need to take samples while plating. This is our recent Mexico installation. And this is quite special because this machine uses open and closed barrel design, so it coexists on the same production line. And this machine sits amongst other different type of process. So our customer asked us to put a housing outside of the machine, so we can contain all the exhaust within the machine and does not affect the areas around the machine. Now, this machine is just like the last one. It's also in Mexico, and it also sits amongst other machines. So it's all sealed up. And this one is, this customer manufactures electrical connectors. Now, because they have so many different types of product, so you can see their process is rather complicated. So there is copper, nickel, tin, silver, and also there's an additional zinc process. So we designed this machine so our customer can do samples while they do production, while fulfill their production needs at the same time. This is one of our earlier equipment, and it's for ABS plating for automotive parts. Now, this machine has been working for 19 years, and it is still in production. This is the first aerospace anodized equipment that we've done with one of the biggest airplane maintenance company. As you can see, the tank is rather large. It's 7 meters in width and 2.5 meters in height. This is probably one of the biggest tanks that we have ever done. And when you make the tank this big, simple things can be very challenging. Like when you weld the tank, flipping the tank is very difficult. But after this experience, we have more confidence that we can finish the task that our customer entrusts us with. Now, this is a very special case of electric forming for cobalt nickel. This customer is in Vietnam, and they want to plate a very thick layer of cobalt nickel, roughly 1 centimeter. This process takes roughly about 3 days, which is 72 hours to complete. Now, during this process, the chemical stability is very important. The concentration and the temperature and the ampere must be very, the output must be very steady. So the finished product can meet the requirement. Oh, also, this machine also uses heat pumps to better maintain and control the heating during the plating tank. Now, talk about electric forming. This is a experimental plating for Liga. We collaborate with a German company, and we set it up in the research center in Taiwan. At the time, it's the most advanced machine, the Liga machine in Taiwan. This is a recent example of our experimental equipment. It's a vacuum gold plating machine. It's special because while it's plating, the plating tank must be in vacuum. So this is very unique. And we are looking, probably making this line a automatic line soon. So here's a diagram of our control system. As you can see, everything that surrounds the machine feeds data into PLC. And you can control everything through HMI, and you can turn everything on and off and monitor everything through HMI. And also the PLC will save historic data into the PC, so you keep track of all your batches and all your productions. We can also do remote maintenance through the internet, so we can help our customers to fix the machine if there's any problems. If our customer purchase a barcode reader, it can reduce the times of input and reduce human error. And if you want Industrial 4.0, we can connect to your server. So all the histories and the database can be stored on the server, and you can keep track after. So this is a little description about the production history and report. So on the PC, on the right-hand side, you can see this is a cropped image of the PC. And in the PC, you can select which batch, and each batch, you can see the process tank, enter time, exit time, and set up ampere. And also, it will show you the time of voltage and ampere curve. On the right-hand side, there's a production report. So the production report shows you all the production data and any anomalies on the right-hand side here. So electroplating has been a industrial manufacturer since 1840. It is an important and irreplaceable process. So it is crucial that we do everything we can to save energy and reduce waste, minimize the environmental impact for electric plating. Only then we can coexist with the future of our world. Finally, this concludes my presentation. Thank you for your attention. And if you have any questions, please feel free to scan the QR code and reach me via email. Thank you and have a great day.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Sir. Okay, so I think everyone, of course, for the questions later, of both of our association. Yeah. So next, I would like to move on to the next topics, which will be two speakers from India Association side. The first speaker about the topic will be on plating on plastic, presented by Supershine Industry, Mr. Suresh, Designation Director. Yeah, Suresh, sir.
Hello.
Bruce， 你可能要帮他放一下那个 PPT。 Bruce?
Yes, just.
Okay. Yeah. Suresh, he's playing your PPT, huh?
Okay, fine, no issue. No.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's okay.
Yeah. Ni hao and good afternoon, everybody. This is Suresh from Supershine Industries. Can you hear me, Jennifer?
Yes, we can hear.
Yes,
you.
sir. Yes, sir.
Fine, sir, actually. In India, there is a huge progress in the field of electroplating since last 5 to 6 years. I'll be talking a little bit about the ABS plating plants and a little bit about the metal plating plant. In totality, we have more than 22 to 25 fully automatic electroplating plant in India, which is of world class. And almost we are producing 2.5 lakhs square feet of electroplating on plastic and maybe 10 times more on the metal. So there is a huge opportunity for all the companies to enter India. Next slide, please. This is actually what I'm showing is the average Indian company which is doing plating on plastics. Approximately, the capital investment is approximately 15 million USD, and the total area used about 1 lakh to 1,50,000 square feet. Number of employee in average company is 150 to 200. Sometimes if you take the assembly and other people also, it may goes up to 250 to 300 also. Most of the companies are IATF and ISO certified. Plus the major process in India we are having is metal injection molding like zinc die casting, aluminum die casting, and brass castings also, plus ABS injection molding and ABS PC injection molding, especially for the plating on plastic requirements. And in India, actually, besides chrome, travelling chrome and normal chrome, we have introduced a lot of gold, rose gold, and other finishes also. This is the average Indian infrastructure. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. This is the overall view of the company, which produces a lot of plastic injection molded parts. So we are having the capacity right from the 40 tons to 300 tons machines. Most of the machines are imported from USA, Germany, Taiwan, China, and locally made also. Most of them, if you go for OEMs, then most of the machines are from Ferromatic or Toshiba. And nowadays, a lot of Chinese machines are also entered, and a lot of Taiwanese machines are also there. So we can produce, up to 2 meters length, 2.5 meter length parts that can be molded and plated. Besides, we have very good facility in India for tool making also. Before, for bigger tools, we were dependent on Western or China, but nowadays there are a lot of new tool rooms also open, so that can help industries in a very big way. And these sort of plants are fully air conditioned or fully air cooled, dust free plants, and which gives you world class results. Next slide, please. This is again a view of one classical plants. Next slide, please. This is automatic feeding systems where everything is automatic. We get the ABS or ABS PC material in 500 kg or 200 kg bags. It is directly filled in these bins, and from these bins, automatically it goes to the machines. So there is no human intervention at all. The process is totally depends on the equipments, and very less skill is involved in this. So from starting to end, you get the same quality of material, what our customer likes. Next slide, please. Average capacity of Indian plants, which is fully automatic, is approximately 16,000 square feet per day. That is in 24 hours. And this is a huge capacity. And this all capacity India has developed in last 5 to 6 years. Average tank volumes are from 2,500 liters to 4,000 liters. And maximum part we can do is up to 2 meter length. And average stack time is 4 minutes. The stack time is actually once you put the jigs inside the tanks, and after every first jig to come out, it may take 3 hours or 3.5 hours. But once it giving production, then every 4 minutes, every 3 minutes, stack time you get one lot. So by this way, you can produce very easily 16,000 square feet per day. Everything is automated by PLC. So there's no human interference at all. Right from dosing to the temperature controller, to the pH monitoring, pH dosing, plus dosing of chemicals, brighteners, levelers, everything is through SCADA only. Most of the chemistry used in India are German, Western, and Taiwanese and Chinese also. And the rectifiers, this all old silicon-based and thiazide-based rectifiers got replaced with the IGBT, which is having very good reliability, very economical, and very much energy efficient. And all chemical filters, auto-dosing pumps are all imported. Next slide, please. This is again an overall view of one classical fully automatic plating plant. This plant is having more than 126 tanks, which includes process tanks and rinsing tanks also. Next slide, please. These are the platings. Besides chrome plating, we have hexavalent chrome facility, gold, rose gold, black, and other customer specific colors, which can be very easily developed nowadays on plastic, even on zinc die casting, and even on aluminum die casting also. Plus trichrome and all sort of satin finish, all sort of brush finish, plus this very specific shade by Audi 3Q7, black chrome and 2ZZ. These are the specific shade by all these multinationals. In nickel also we have triplex nickels with MPS, semi-bright, high sulfur, low sulfur, and bright. Everything is ROHS and REACH compliance, so we can export all over the world. There's absolutely no issue. This nowadays in India, plating is the world class. Next slide, please. There is huge inflow of multinational companies, especially in automobile in India nowadays. G is there, Tata, Land Rover, IAC, Honda, Jaguar, HUF, Mahindra, Marco Polo, and a lot of Indian as well as a lot of foreign companies. A lot of Indian as well as a lot of foreign multinational companies also entering. Kia is doing really fantastic. MG Hector is also doing very good. And most of the companies, actually, since Indian people, we love shining. Shine is in our blood. So any company which doesn't put plated parts in their cars, the sales goes down. So forcefully they have to go for the plating parts, and most of the plating parts are either metal or it is a ABS plastic or ABS PC alloy. So right, if you see the MG Hector or Kia or any other the latest cars, they are having full of chrome plating. So in India, the plating future is very, very bright. Besides this, the company like Ford, who left India, is again coming back to India, and Ford is having very good sourcing center in India. We are exporting a lot of plated components from India to all over the world. Similarly, company like HUF, they are also having very big component manufacturing in India. This is also German-based company. Next slide, please. Besides automotive huge requirement, nowadays we have developed very good requirement for consumer goods also. Right from Indian fine blanking like IFB, which manufacture a lot of fridges, and they are famous for washing machines, having a lot of plated components, molded and plated components, plus companies like Samsonite, LG, Milton, and a lot of electrical companies, they also enter in taking plated parts. If you see the Anchor or gold medal, like company, they require plated parts in huge quantity. So if we are able to develop anything in India, right from molding to plating or casting to plating, then there's a huge demand for the exports also. Next slide, please. Besides consumer goods and automotive, there's a very big demand. We have very special demands for writing instrument also. Since I said Indian people love bright finish, whether it is a chrome or gold, the shining is then blood. So there are a lot of pen components manufacturer, writing instrument manufacturer like Flair, Reynolds, Montex, Link, Cello, Bic, Rorito. They manufacture pen which is costing in cents, maybe less than 5 rupees or 10 rupees in Indian currency, but still that is having some components, very small components they put. You must be surprised if I tell you that the cumulative production of 4 Indian writing instruments company, they are manufacturing 3 crore pens per day. That is 30 million pens per day. This is a huge India's market. Just imagine how much we are producing and how much we are consuming. Next slide, please. These are the few components which is made by us. This remote control is having body of zinc die casting. Another parts is made up of ABS plastic. You can see the handle, which is a satin finish. Another is the bright chrome. Next slide, please. These are the metal components which is manufactured and plated in India and supplied to a lot of OEMs. Next slide, please. Last year, Honda has introduced one gold edition for their scooters. Honda Activa is the largest seller scooter in the world, not only in India. And they have sold more than 2 crores. So on that occasion, they have introduced 1 lakh special edition gold color scooters, and most of the components were gold plated and it is plated in India. Next slide, please. This you can see the emblem produced in gold. Next slide, please. This is the classical example of any scooters having minimum 4 to 5 or sometimes even 10 parts also in plating. See, before few days, one company, before few years, 3 to 4 years back, one company, they used to use a lot of electroplated parts on the scooter. But all of suddenly, due to the cost cutting, they have stopped using the plated parts and it is replaced by the normal plastic parts or metal parts without plating. All of a sudden, their sales went down like anything because they have removed the plated parts. After some times, again they have introduced the plated parts. The cost of the total plated parts may not be more than 200 rupees, but company lost big chunk of their sales because of they did some experiment. So all the OEMs, they are very much particular about the plated parts in any items or any automobile items. Next slide, please. This is again a classical example of one Honda bike is having multiple, more than 8 plated parts. Next slide, please. This Tata is one of the biggest automotive manufacturer in India in the commercial as well as the car sectors both. So if you see the commercial Tata EV is having all these all Tata emblems and Marco Polos. These emblems all produced plated in India. Next slide, please. If you see the company like IFB or LG or Haier, they are manufacturing a lot of washing machines, fridge, and most of all the equipments. Normally they put 1 to 2% of the plated components, which attracts Indian females very much. And whenever Indian females go for the shopping for these home appliances, and if they see any plated items in that, aesthetically they will buy it. Maybe the gents, they will see the RPM and all the washing cycle or energy consumption or how this machine works. But the moment the females see, they buy the item which is only plated. So India is, huge. We have the huge market for plated components. Next slide, please. These are the basic tests we perform normally for any OEM's requirement, right from we have the ASS, salt spray, SSD, and plating thickness with the Fisher and other equipments, microporosity, step, peel strength, saw grind, cube thermal cycle, cast test, environmental, XRF for test reporting. So whatever test is required by any OEMs, all Indian companies are capable of giving the results. For example, suppose today we are in Mumbai and the temperature is say normal 32-35 degrees centigrade. Very next day, if I am going to Gujarat and the temperature is 48 days, nothing should happen to your car. And after 1 week, if I go to the Kashmir, where the temperature is -4 and this is fully covered with the ice, so there also nothing should happen to plating. So right from minus 40 to plus 38, 39, 40 means very big range of operating any cars or scooter or any instruments. We are capable of manufacturing that sort of item in India. So whatever test we want, we can very easily satisfy our OEMs. Next slide, please. Most of the plants are having concern by the government. So there is no need to worry about that, what will happen, because most of the companies are having very good setup. They're having all the concern from pollution control board, factory license and everything. Next slide, please. These are the factory licenses and plan approval copy by the government. So you need not worry about that. And nowadays it is very liberal to get the license in India. Before 10 years, it was really tough, and the pollution control was the biggest barrier. But now it is it is easier. Next slide, please. Most of the companies are well organized, right from MD to the different department heads, and we are responsible for what do. If the customer calls, we give them 5 numbers. So one by one, if some person doesn't answer the call, it immediately go to the next person. So 100% we are liable and reliable for what we do. Next slide, please. Most of the companies are having in-house racks manufacturing. Rack manufacturing was the biggest challenge for us, but by putting a lot of CNC and other metal working machines, now it is totally, we are comfortable with that. So the moment you get the drawing or the moment we get the tools or dies, immediately it goes for the rack manufacturing. So turnaround time is very less. So once we get the samples within 3 to 4 days, we are able to give them the final plated samples. Next slide, please. We have quality management system at place. So whatever we supply, we give them 100% defect-free pieces. So pieces can go directly to the assembly without even inspection also. So you save a lot of time if you get the very good quality pieces. Next slide, please. We have in-house 3D plating, 3D printing for plastics and metal both. So sample generation is absolutely very fast and very economical also. Next slide, please. The last slide. Okay, thank you very much. If you have any question, you can please ask.
Yeah, okay. Thank you very much to Mr. Suresh for the detailed introduction. So let me invite the last speaker now, which is on the topic of preventive maintenance of manual plating plant, presented by Mr. Anil Patil, the company name Shriam Engineers. Yeah, Anil sir?
Yeah,
please.
Respected Jennifer Madam, dignitaries from both the countries, thank you very much for listening me. Slide, please.
Bruce, 放一下他的 PPT.
Okay.
Yeah. 1 second, he's playing the...
Yeah. Basically, I am from Aurangabad, which is situated in Maharashtra. It's around 400 kilometers away from Mumbai, 230 kilometers from Pune. And Aurangabad is known for automobile component manufacturing hub. Around 3,400 factories, manufacturing units are here. Hello, can you hear me? Can I audible?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now we are having around 10,000 acre land, which is developed by Japanese government for facilitation. It is available for new industries to come. Now I start to my PPT. Basically, we are having most of manual plants in Aurangabad as well as in Maharashtra. So a lot of maintenance problem is there due to lack of knowledge regarding preventive maintenance. We have to face many breakdown problems, and we have to face loss due to that, production loss. Next slide, please.
下一页。
Next slide, please.
嗯
Yeah, in English there is one verb, work in time saves 9. If you could do the work in time, you will not face to any breakdown, which is applicable to maintenance also. Next slide, please. Yeah. In basic zinc plating or any plating, there is around 4 types of operations basically. One of is pre-treatment. We can say it is a cleaning process before core plating. In pre-treatment, there is soak degreasing and anodic cleaning, then water rinse, then hydrochloric acid pickling or sulfuric acid pickling. Regarding preventive maintenance for soaking or degreasing, the oil should be removed continuously. It should not cross 4 grams per liter in the bath. If it exceeds, our plating after final plating could not get addition could not be done. Then for that we should discard the 30% of the bath after approximate 1 month, and to add next 30% to level the bath. Then everybody should use oil skimmer to remove the oil contaminated in the bath, and the parameters that is temperature, time, concentration should be properly maintained as per the supplier chemicals TDS. Then water rinse is very important. The frequency of discarding the water rinse should be maintained properly. The pH of that bath should be maintained. Then HCl pickling. While pickling, heavy iron gets generated in the bath, pickling bath, and the percentage if exceeds, the cleaning in acid pickling not getting properly done. So every day we should check the HCl concentration in the bath, pickling bath, and after checking the concentration, the addition of HCl to be done properly. If oil skimmer is used, it will be very beneficial for pickling. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. After cleaning operation, core zinc plating is there. Zinc plating, or you can say nickel plating. The parameters of the bath should be maintained as per the supplier's TDS. Then continuous filtration is mandatory. If filtration is not done, lot of impurities may get accumulated in the bath, and which hampers the quality of adhesion or brightness, etc., etc. Then we have to control the metal impurities like copper, cadmium with decided frequencies. One of the important thing is that while doing plating in manual plants, much of metal get fallen in the tank, and which is very dangerous to the plating. It should be removed properly on daily basis. Then the bath transfer once in a month. Then high pH treatment, KNO4 treatment should be given around thrice a month for your production levels, at your production levels. Also, zinc dust carbon treatment should be given twice in a week to maintain the bath life. Then the brightener system should be properly maintained as per the guidelines. The bath temperatures should be maintained as per the supplier's TDS. Next slide, please. Post-treatment. Post-treatment includes top passivation and top coat. The pH of the passivation and top coat should be maintained properly because the tolerance zone is very less. It is around 1.8 to 2.2. So it is very important for the life of that component. The concentration should be maintained and the addition as per the TDS should be maintained properly. For the bath purification, demineralized water or deionized water should be used. Pollen compounds is also important. It should be removed on daily basis. Water rinsing should be discarded by cascading system. Next slide, please. Drying. After passivation and top coat, drying is very important operation. If your plating is good, your cleaning is good, but if drying is not proper, we couldn't get the life of that component. So for proper adhesion of passivation and top coat, baking is mandatory, and the material which is plated and dried should be kept around 24 hours in a separate room, which we can call it as a curing room. Next slide, please. Thank you very much for listening to me. I would request our counterpart industries from Taiwan that we are having some requirement of ZLD, zero liquid discharge, due to that environmental problems. So I will be interested in collaboration in such type of projects. Thank you very much.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry, can you hear me? Hello?
Yes,
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 yes.
yes.
Sorry, I think some happened to my computer. So yeah, I got your question. So I would can you just write me an email also after the event? So Sanjay,
Yeah.
you can just forward his email to me, or you can just let me know.
Yes,
Combine
Yeah.
all the
Okay.
questions together. So I will send
Right.
together across to the association and let them reply after the event as well.
Right,
Okay.
no problem.
Thank you.
Yeah, and so we have a topic finished until now. So now we will open some time for today's company's presentation. So any of the online companies would like to ask for the Taiwan companies, you can raise your question now so we can go on for the discussion. Yeah, can you just mention the company name so I'll point them to reply for you. Now, okay, so Suresh, sir, yeah.
Yeah, actually, I have a question for Mr. Yu Ming Lin. Actually, can you tell me in full detail what is the vacuum gold plating and use of the heat pump in electroplating, and how this help to save cost? Shall I repeat my question?
So
Repeat my question.
yes, I can hear your question.
Okay.
So as for the vacuum gold plating, it's
Yeah.
a very specific case for the electric conductors, and because of the product is a needle shape and it's very small, so they need to use vacuum plating to extract all the gases produced through the plating process. And that's the only way they can remove all the gas. So that's why they do vacuum plating. So it's not so much as reduce waste, but is to improve plating.
quality of the plating will be get improved.
Yes, because the needle are so small, and when there are gas inside, it floats above water. And they need to extract the gas as fast as possible, so the product will sink down into the base and have a good connection.
Okay, fine. And the basic application is for electrical.
Well, I believe that can be used for many applications, but right now, most of these applications are for connectors.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. And can you tell me a little bit about the heat pumps?
The heat pumps. Okay, so we use heat pumps to reduce excess, unnecessary heating. So what we do is we preheat the water through the heat pump. So the heat pump raises the temperature from roughly room temperature to about 60 degrees. And then we use heaters to heat up the extra, like for example, if we are going to the 80 degrees, then that part's done through the heater or steam.
Okay. Huh? So can we save some cost by using heat pump compared to normal heating by gas or diesel?
Oh, yes, I'm sure. You will definitely save up a lot of power bill. So I believe it's roughly about 30% of power cost, because the heater does not need to work at the beginning of the process, and you preheat all the chemicals via maybe through heat exchangers.
So do you supply the full system for that?
Yes, we do.
So you design and install and supply everything?
Yes.
Fine. Thank you very much. Thank you.
No problem, sir.
Good. We have one question already. So any more questions or to another companies? You are welcome to raise any questions now. Junior, do you have any questions?
No, I don't have question, but I have an appeal to my all four speakers to give us their presentation so that we can print this in our 3-month quarterly magazine.
Oh yeah.
I forgot to share with the member that our Mr. Jayesh publish every 3-month magazine, our publishing team. So I request to share the papers on the presented papers, or anything additional they want to give. They can give us the papers. We will publish them in our quarterly magazine that goes across the country, globally. It goes globally. So my request is to share the papers, technical papers. To all the 4 members who have presented. We will publish the papers.
You mean the PPT?
Not in the form of PPT, in the form of papers.
Okay,
PPT we can't, then we have to do a lot of modifications.
You mean as in to write up little articles form?
Yeah, articles. In the form of articles, they can send us, and we can share the mail address, or through you they can send. Indian counterpart we can always take, but to Taiwanese gentlemen, they can share their technical paper in the form of published printing format.
Yeah, it sounds a very good idea. I also wish that our Indian association, these 2 speakers also can write up something. Yeah. So we can publish in Taiwan as well.
Mr. Anil Patil is already, it is a good, we can almost print it like that, because I have seen that presentation.
Okay.
So I will request Mr. Anil Patil to share the information, and I am writing in the chat our email address.
Otherwise, you can share me the email address again. So I'll ask the Taiwan speaker to email across to your email address.
Yeah, it is gone. MFIHQ.
Oh,
No, this is something wrong.
it's okay. You can email me again the final one. So I'll coordinate and send it across to you.
Yeah, no problem. No,
Jennifer,
that is
Jennifer,
MFI.
madam, you have our mail ID. You have
Yeah, I'll send it to you and CC to Sunia, sir, both of you.
yes.
And this
And one more
Sanjay,
thing, one
Sanjay
more
also let me know from your side, okay?
One more thing, if you
Yes, yes.
publish any kind of magazine, we would like to have a soft copy or a hard copy of what you are publishing.
Okay, sure. You can share from your side, we'll share from our side also.
Yes.
Yeah. And since we are by the chance, I would also like to share that Taiwan Association. Let me just announce one event for them before we finish. So actually, the Taiwan Association Surface Association, they have already planning on schedule on this year, 2022, September 2. They are organizing an event called 2022 Taiwan Advanced Surface Treatment Technical Application Seminar. Okay, so they are inviting already Germany and Italy, and now they would like to also on today's event we would like to also invite India to join this event, like partner, like co-organize the event. So it's an invite. Okay, I will send you across later after today's event. So it's like it will be like 4 countries. So it will be a big event from this one. So I'll send the details later, and we would like you to help invite some Indian scholars to present in this seminar and help inviting all the members to join. So I'll share the events later. So just announce it now before I forward. Okay. So any more questions from our side, Indian members, and also Taiwan, these 2 companies? 你们有没有什么问题？我们台湾工会的有没有什么问题想要问印度方面的？有的话也可以提。Okay? Yeah.
I would like to say a few things, Jenny.
Yeah.
Before, if nobody is speaking, then I will say my humble thanks to chairperson today, Ms. Jennifer Maklesha, for arranging such a nice program in such a short notice. And my thanks to all the members who have attended the seminar, and made it a good success. Thanks to all the speakers from MFEI for giving talks and enlightening us with the best technical knowledge. Thank you from MFEI. Thank you.
Okay, so I think this one, HLSC, Mr. Ian Su, do you want to raise a question? I saw you raise your hand, I think. You want to talk? Yeah.
Yeah, just one probably just want to know about probably as the president about the BEV effect to India. Yeah, because in Taiwan we also didn't transfer from a fuel vehicle to the new electric vehicle, not so much, but we got many challenges to the battery electric vehicle. Most obviously is that in a general or in the traditional conventional motor industry, they always face about iron or substrate about iron or aluminum alloy. But when we go to a electron vehicle, last chance to a Cooper. So, and they don't follow the motor industry's tempo. They introduce the OEM or electron product or consumer tempo. So lots of the PCB or lots of a general metal finish enterprise or shop, they have opportunity to join the manufacturing of electron vehicle components. So I just want probably confused about what about that the electric vehicle manufacturing or the marketing in India. Yeah. very.
So our India Association side, who can just help reply this question?
Rishbhai, did you get the question?
Just 1 second. Let me just.
Jennifer ji, we were not very clear with the question. So if you can just elaborate on it a little bit,
Okay.
We'll be able to answer it.
Okay, so 那个你可以讲短一点的那个问题，他这样回会比较清楚。你刚才讲蛮多的，就是精简那个问题。
What do you think about the challenge of the plating enterprise for a battery electric vehicle manufacturer in India? We have how to. It's very opportunity in area Asia, so I don't know what is the challenge or situation to the India plating enterprise for that.
Yeah, basically his question is about into electroplating, which you apply for the this EV vehicle. So any challenges and what is the status now, right? That is a question. Yeah, so I think Suresh, so you are into this. Someone is into this EV vehicle plating area is there so far?
You would like to answer? Please unmute yourself.
See, EV industries are in very nascent stage in India. It is just introduced 2 years back, and now it is gathering the pace. So now everything is getting imported from outside only, mostly from Korea, Taiwan, and China. But definitely there is a huge scope for EV in India. Already Tata is a very big player, and Toyota is coming up with more than 6 models for EV. Even Nissan is also wish to manufacture their Leaf car in India. So there will be huge demand for EV and EV related electroplating process in India. Definitely even the introduction of EV in India or in any other world scenario, our plating requirement will go down because a lot of mechanical parts are removed with a lot of hard chromes and CD coatings and zinc coating and other composite coatings will be vanished because the automotive is a huge customer everywhere in the world. But definitely it will be replaced by EV, but we'll have some new opportunity in EV. So at present it is a nascent stage, but maybe in the span of 6 months or 1 year, we'll have very good opportunity to serve the EV also. But nowadays I have noticed that EV, most of the EV vehicle don't have aesthetically chrome plated parts, especially if you see the Ola or except TVS iQube, not a single EV is having good chrome plated parts. But definitely Tata Nexon and other cars, they are having good presence. But besides aesthetics, a lot of commercial or technical coating will be required by EV manufacturer, especially for gearbox or maybe for motor assembly or some DC motor assembly. The future is very bright for you, sir. You must start your selling product in India in very big way.
Does he 你问题有回答吗？还是你还有什么？
Thank you. Yeah. It's okay. It's good answer for me. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Good. So any more questions? We can you can raise the question now. So both India Taiwan speakers are there. So we can have a few more minutes. Who would like to ask? Hmm. 那个徐理事长，你那边有没有什么问题要问的？可以帮你问吗？还是
Urja, you wanted to ask something, no? Urja, you are there? Hello, Urja?
Yeah, hi.
Yeah.
No questions
Urja,
right
you
now.
wanted to ask something to the panel, no? Actually, it is the right time.
No, right now, no questions.
Okay, as I said, today is the first day.
Thank you.
First time we are knowing each other. So I believe more and more, interaction started. We'll come to know each other's strength and what type of question, So today is just the beginning. So it's okay. I think since we have no problem, I mean, you can have email later on as well. Amit sir, Agarwal sir can collect all the information. I mean, questions again later after the event. So we can still have continue into writing, or, that is not an issue. So you can ask whoever has questions, write to Amit Agarwal or Sanjay Agarwal, our 2 contact window, and you can still send questions later. Or who wish to have further, discussion, we can carry on by email as well. That is not an issue. Yeah. So I think, Bruce, so we can end up the event today.
Yes.
Yeah, Sunil sir, you would like to say anything else? Can we end it now?
Yes, thank you.
I would really like to thank you and your association on behalf of Indian counterpart for organizing such a good summit, where we had a good in-depth knowledge about your companies, and at the same time we were able to share our thoughts on what in which way India is going and what
Yes.
are our needs. Maybe we have not been able to explain a lot, but as you said, it's the first time we are meeting. So in future correspondence or future meetings will be much more upfront.
Yes.
So looking forward, and do share your your brochure regarding the 20th September 22 meet.
Yes, we are very eager to
do it as soon as possible, because people would like to book tickets at an early stage and get a huge discount. Otherwise, at a later stage, it becomes very expensive. So do share it. And in the meantime, as our president said, we are even on the verge of exhibiting ISF 2024.
Yeah.
But we will, as soon as we have finalized the program, we will be sharing it with you. Thank you everyone for attending the seminar.
Yeah, thank you very much to everybody. So anything, you are welcome to reach out to us, associations, and contact window of Taiwan. So thank you very much. So we hope to see you again soon in any of the event.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.